my darlings, it's a bazillion degrees. Let's get ironing. I have a lot to do today. A lot. For a lot of lovely people. So why not get going in style? And yes, I am dressed for the weather. Because, as I said, it is a bazillion degrees. We've just fed Monty. He's run outside and he's playing in the garden. Good morning. Yeah, it's a bazillion degrees, mate, and it's even hotter in here. I don't normally wear shorts, but as I have a truckload of washing going through the machines, customers dropping off at a rate of knots, I have been left with no choice. It's either that or iron in the nude, and I'm not up for that. Although it may bring the ratings up. You never know. It is insanely hot here. This is my second load. I've already done one load this morning already. Ooh. Gosh, you're like me, never still. Another space note, you're never still. It's phenomenal, the workload at the moment. As the saying goes, make hay while the sun shines. Saying Monty is out playing. Ryan, how you doing, honey? Oh, you're on another parade. Blimey, you do a lot of parading, you do, darling. You must have good legs. Oh, marching up and down, you do. Well, people may remember me for me ironing. And if you can imagine the heat and then standing here and getting a face full of this stuff, woohoo! All my hair, I'm gonna look like Shirley Temple by the time I'm finished. And my hair is gonna be like bunched. Oh, I had another go on ChatGPT at creating a better likeness for myself and Monty for 28 years later. And I think we might be getting somewhere. So I popped it up on my posts, and if you've seen it, have a look at it. Does it look any better than the other doll that I did? I'm having way too much fun with ChatGPT at the moment. I like creating my little pretend dollies. My favourite was where we were both of us doing for witches in a gothic mansion. Oh, that were a lot of fun. Oh, Gemini. Yes, it does look less doll-like, doesn't it? It needs to look more dollish. I'll try Google Gemini, yeah. See if that's any better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see your work. I would have been on a bit earlier, but I just got waylaid with everything. I've been up since 4:30 this morning, working, because the heat, as you know, as the day goes on, it's going to get hotter and hotter, and I don't want to be in here. Oh, you're going out driving today then? Well, you picked a nice day for it, Ryan. You picked a lovely day. Oh yeah, thank you. I'll have a look at that when I've finished doing all the ironing, my darling. You know, I think it's amazing what people can do with AI. It is, but I can understand why certain artists are jumping up and down and complaining, saying you should be paying an artist to do it. But gosh, it would be putting an awful lot of them out of work. Yeah. Oh yeah. I bet it sounds sweet. The car. I bet the car sounds really sweet. And you're right. AI will be stealing jobs. Driving. Yeah, I should imagine we will get those, it'd be like Philip K. Dick. We sell everything wholesale, otherwise known as Total Recall. And we'll all be in those Johnny cabs. Oh, you're going to go, darling? Are you going off for a drive then? Ah, I can imagine it is. The industry will be dead. Have a lovely, lovely day, Ryan. I hope you enjoyed this gorgeous weather. And no doubt, my darling, you'll be back on later with an adventure tale for us of what you got up to. And if you're going out for a drive, though, please be careful because it's a beautiful day, so don't have an accident. No, I can imagine AI is upending absolutely everything. It won't be able to do the ironing like I do, though. I've seen what machines do with ironing, and no. You need to be able to get into the intricate corners and finish an outfit properly. Just sticking something between two pressing plates and expecting it to come out looking fabulous. It'll come out flat, but if there's a crease where you don't want a crease, it'll put one there, and then you will have hell on earth to get that crease out, which is why you need the human eye and the human hand to be able to do a hand press. And until they perfect it, or people just won't bother ironing the clothes anymore, I guess. There is always that. It's like I'm in here for the duration of the day anyway. Sadly. It'll all be worth it. Everybody will have at least nice looking pants. Hello, David. Hello. How are you, my dear? It's hotter than Satan's armpit today. Oh, Betty has informed me we're out of water. everyone, I'm back. I need to just turn this slightly. Oh, thank you very much, David. That's very sweet of you. I look like Shirley Temple at the end of the day. My hair will have gone up in bunches. I'll be that curly. I look as though I've had my fingers stuck in the mane. What are you doing with yourself today, David? Apart from watching me iron in this ridiculous heat. I started a new book, finished the other one, The Folly by David Ann, promptly went on to read Day of the Mad Dogs by David Ann. I'm having a bit of a David Ann kick at the moment. You get me going on 1970s, 1980s pandemic horror fiction, all about rabies, this one. And it's, boy, it's good. Oh, it's vicious. Oh, it is. It's a good book, mate. But then again, it's from a time when I love the 1970s and the 1980s British horror. That was such a time. It was exciting. The artwork on the covers was on point. And the writing inside the books was original because no one had thought of those plots before. And I'm not sure if Grady Hendrix popped it in the Paperbacks from Hell, but if she didn't, then she should have done, because a lot of the British authors, amazing writers. There's just something about that time in the horror industry and the apocalyptic fiction industry that Britain did so well. Yeah, they were so imaginative. I mean, you know. Yeah, we're talking about rabies, Day of the Mad Dogs, where the entire dog population of the United Kingdom is about to go under the hammer with a contagious form of rabies that doesn't just affect the dogs, it just goes bananas. I would honestly say, have you ever seen, it was a drama done late 70s, early 80s. It was a BBC, and it was The Strange Green Death. And it was over a 3-part series. And it was about, I think it was a cat that somebody smuggled in from France. It was back when rabies was like everywhere, you know. Do you remember the British film broadcasts? They used to do like, you know, stranger danger things, seatbelts, house fires, you know. Is there anything that was informative to, you know, scare the living bejesus out of you, and like say, well, this could be a problem, so, you know, like, do as you're told and do it. Well, they went over a massive rabies thing. I think they were absolutely paranoid that we're going to get rabies brought in from France. you know, in the late 70s, early 80s. And a lot of the pandemic style fiction of dogs and cats getting rabies and like infecting the British populace was like, it was a real fear. Because, you know, that once you've got rabies, unless you sort of get an anti-rabies shot within like 12 hours, and at this point you don't actually know you've got it, and you don't even know if the flipping animal's got it until the symptoms start to appear. It's one of those, you don't have it, and then after 12th hour you have got it, and at that point it's fatal. And there's just, it affects your nervous system, and you become absolutely terrified of water. Is it like called hydrophobic or something? I mean, the one I remember most, funnily enough, about the rabies, sort of like public information, and they were outside post offices, and don't die of ignorance, don't die of rabies. And it's like, you know, as a kid, you were absolutely flipping terrified. You didn't want to pet the dog down the street so that you might have rabies. You know. The 80s were a funny time, weren't they? David Ann is not well known, sadly, but he should be, because his work is wonderful. I actually think he might be dead now. You know, died as in like, he didn't die of rabies. He died of old age, right? Oh, this worm. Oh my, I am so looking forward to tonight. I'm having a gin and tonic the size of a bucket. You know, my washing machine, sometimes when it gets to the end of its cycle, it sounds like a flipping machine gun going off. I think it's just excited to have yet again done another load. Yeah. Anyway, no, David Ann. He's a very good writer. I just don't think enough people know about his work. I'm new to him, and I can't believe that I never noticed him first time round it. I had to wait till I was nearly 50 before I found this dude. And I'm 50, so, and he wrote this in the 70s. Chances are he's probably if he's not died, he's a very old man. He'll be in his 80s, if that, you know, maybe closer to 90. Oh, I know, Billy. The public information stuff that they... Do you remember the Donald Pleasance one, where Still Waters, and he's dressed up as Death, right? And he's talking about how silly the children were because they didn't heed the warning, and now that they're dead, and you know, and he waits by Still Waters. I mean, if you know, Donald Pleasance is scary enough when he's not dressed as death and telling everybody how silly they were for going in the water. I mean, you know, you want to have a traumatised generation, you're looking at them, right? We're absolutely petrified. Oh, do you remember the electrical pylons and the frisbee? Yeah. If you remember that when you're as old as me. I mean, that one just scared the flipping pants off you. You were just, what? I'm not going anywhere near it. I don't want to know about it. Mummy, I'll be really good, I promise. Oh, a new pool. Ooh. Oh, wow. That sounds very swanky. Oh, that does sound good. Oh. Oh, yeah, hankies. Well, do you know, did you ever get the one where if it was really, really cold at winter and if you had like an electric heater, don't stand too close in case your nightie goes up? I mean, how many kids has that traumatised? I won't go anywhere near a heater. Do you know what it is, right? Those public information things are as scary to me as the scenes of death from Final Destination movies. Like, you want to traumatise? This is what trauma looks like. Do you know, I think there must be out there somewhere a compilation of British public information. Like, there's gotta be. Like, instead of watching a horror movie tonight, I dare you, a double dare you, triple dare you plus infinity, you've got to do it now. And sit and watch any of the public information, right, and right, the first one to turn their computer off because they can't hack it. I tell you, it'll be me. I'll wimp out. As soon as I put the Still Waters one on with Donald Pleasance, I'll be running out of the room screaming. These are difficult pants. They've got creases all over. It's linen. Stranger Danger ones. They have age warnings on them. I thought they would. Oh, the nighties. Whoa! I'll be quietly setting it up before the sun comes out. Ooh. Well, I'm jealous, mate. You've got a pool, and I have to stand in this room and roast my butt off. They did. It was so scary. Well, yeah, roller coasters. You know what, for me, when you go down the motorway and you see a wagon carrying a load of telegraph poles, does that not fill you with absolute dread? We're going on a field trip, everyone. We're going on a field trip. We're going next door. Oh, flipping heck. Rollers. Oh, stuck to my bum. Not good. Right, we're going on a field trip. We're going in a dark room, but not for long. Ah, there we are. They recently did one from the speed limit ones. Oh, all right. I did not know that was a thing. We are going to do something. Right, I have an absolute, speaking of Final Destination movies, speaking of Final Destination, I am absolutely uber paranoid about a house fire. To the point that every time I use the dryer, what I do is I will clean out the condenser and the water holder. Every time, kid you not, I am so frightened of a house fire that I will get the vacuum cleaner and I will vac out the dryer. It's a fear, it's an irrational fear, but I can't help it. I'm frightened. And I blame Final Destination. About the noise. I'm really sorry about the noise, everyone. Everything that way, then the lint won't catch on fire. I know it's probably a morbid paranoia, but those Final Destination movies have done it in for me. I can't look at household appliances in the same way. It's just a fear. Reacting to My Roots. The video name is American Reactor Information Videos from the UK. Oh wow, yes please. I would think so, yeah. Oh my goodness me, I absolutely, it's a morbid fascination, isn't it? You're going to die. Look at this, the most exciting ways you can end it all. Starting with your dryer catching on fire because you forgot to vac it out. The list is endless. The list, it could go on and on and on. Oh, wow. Oh, you can tell, look at me. My face is going to be as red as the towel by the time I'm done. This is going to air up here. No, turn it the right way around, woman. Sometimes I have to question my sanity. And other times I get my other personalities to do that for me. Oh my goodness me. This is hell in this temperature. Right, get that going. Pop those there. Give the washer a rinse out. We'll check this lot next to her. And get another load ready. Oh goodness me. It's sodding ridiculous this week. Right. Sorry, I had to throw you with the laundry in the corner. Remember how they used to close all the curtains, wheeling a massive TV and a stand to show us these information? Yeah, they did. And I bet no wonder we were good kids at school. Oh God, yeah. Rhubarb and custard. How is that a kid's thing? How? You know, there's loads of stuff that gave me the ick when I was younger. Were you ever frightened of Will-o'-the-Wisp? Did Evil Edna give you the chills? She did me. God, man, she scared the crap out of me. You know, well, anything actually on Will-o'-the-Wisp was a little bit, you know, ooh. But I actually, you know, Maud, who was the fairy on Will-o'-the-Wisp, well, my washing machine's named after her. Just so you know. And Mavis is my dryer. Oh, well, that's because she wanted to murder all the puppies. I mean, you know, is that not going to give kids trauma? Get me those puppies! You know, she's going to skin them and make a Dalmatian coat out of them. I mean, you know, that is flipping trauma. Need a safe space? No, it's all coming out now, isn't it? You know, we waited until we're in his 50s to, like, you know, have a mental breakdown over what we saw in Disney as a kid. I made a Christmas Carol once. There was a pant. And when brought back, oh, well, I bet you went down well in family. Mind you, doesn't every family have a grot bags? Just saying. I should think every family's got a member that could be grot bags. Yeah. Finally, linen is a pain, but they look good now. You know, of all the things that we were going to talk about today on here, I never thought we'd be discussing public information broadcasts. I never thought that. Metal Mickey, yeah! Oh, do you remember one called Pigeon Street? Long Distance Clara, the female trucker. Yeah. Or do you remember Blocker Boots? It was a very, very strange thing, was Blocker Boots. Mr. Ben was very, well, yeah, I mean, Mr. Ben was the cartoon version of Walter Mitty, right? Oh, I think I'll be a policeman today. I'll just pop down to that really strange shop and pop an outfit on, and then I'll pretend to be a policeman. You know, the 1970s kids' TV, I've got a lot to answer for. I mean, Picture Box. Do you remember that with the creepy ass thing that was spinning around on the television, and then out of that came a story? And sometimes they were really creepy with the stories, and yet we were told to, now watch this because it's a kids' TV show and you're gonna enjoy it. And we was like, yes, I will. I'll be good. Picture Box for me, looking back on it now, is as bad as Tales of the Unexpected. I didn't roll down off something to do with Tales from the Unexpected, so I mean that says a lot in itself. Captain Pugwash, yeah, I remember that. Enno, how are you doing? We're talking about kids' TV shows that flaming traumatized us as kids. So if there's anything that you want to add to the group chat about what traumatized you as a child, we're doing a trauma dump today, clearly. Everyone's like getting all the pent up trauma that we've had for the last 50 years. And now I'm saying this is a safe space, everybody. Just say what's on your mind. We're all talking about TV shows that traumatise us as kids. I do remember you, I know. Even the cartoons came with sermons. Remember how He-Man always had a lesson at the end? Yes, I do. You know, you couldn't get away from it. They weren't trying to terrorise you with, you know, this is, if you don't do this, you're going to die, basically. Then, you know, we've got a lot of trauma, haven't we? Enno? Yes, I do remember you, Enno. How you doing, love? I'm going to have to go and get a cold drink in a minute because I am going to fall on. I'll be face planting. I wonder if there's any public information about not ironing when it's 90 million degrees and your room is hotter than the sun. If it didn't have to go back tomorrow, I would not be ironing right now. It is a warm day. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. The pylons going to pick up the frisbee, just like the frisbee fry, right? Nobody needs a frisbee that badly. And what you're doing flying a kite by pylons. Exactly. So, Enno, if you have any traumatic experience from being a child of having to watch a public information broadcast or any cartoon that you grew up watching, does everyone remember Alf, Alien Life Form? Right? He primarily ate cats. If that doesn't scare you, if you're a cat owner and you know they got an alien life form called Alf and all he wants to do is eat cats, that used to traumatise me as a child. Yeah, we got to see that when we were at secondary school, and we had to do a thing about it in drama. You know, we had to sort of explain if we thought that, I know it's really, really bizarre, but they used the scenario that a young girl had run away from home and that the police, and it was a really, really bonkers concept, and they were trying to decide it was whether or not she'd seen threads and she was absolutely traumatized that nuclear war were going to break out, and just absolutely bananas, bonkers, and we had to decide whether or not we thought threads was what sent her over the edge. And you're referring to the brown paper bags, and that was When the Wind Blows, you know, the one by Raymond Briggs. The man that brought us Blooming Snowman, right, decided that he was going to explain nuclear war in a child-friendly way from When the Wind Blows. R.I.P. by bedtime, definitely. I do remember it was the guy from Aliens, John Hurt. He did the voice and the adverts for AIDS, don't die of ignorance. I mean, everyone was absolutely, I mean, you know, we were learning everything the hard way that year. There's going to be no sex, no drinking, no smoking, definitely no drugs. You were being told no swimming in wild ponds, don't go anywhere near electric pylons, don't pet that dog because you'll get rabies, you know. We were absolute, must have been walking basket cases, you know. What can I do? You know, don't, the Green Cross Code, man. Always look left and right again. Don't run out into the road after your football. Yeah, there were so many. Absolutely. It just, the 80s are quite traumatic. Did you have anything like this in your country, Anna? Did you have public information broadcasts? Okay, here's one for you. The Day After and Threads. Which is scarier? Yeah, I know, we all did. It was awful. Tufty Club, Basil Brush, and Tufty the Squirrel was scary as... Yes, they were. How can these be cuddly little things that you want to take to bed? No. No way. Only recently watched Threads on Prime or Netflix, something like that, but not seen the other one. Oh, right. Well, watch The Day After. It's America's version of Threads. And then tell me which is scarier. It's just a personal preference. I like them both very much. And very realistic, both of them. But it's because I'm British, I would pick Threads because I found that a little bit more gritty. A little bit grittier than The Day After. But The Day After is very, very good. But it's very slick, is The Day After. It's very Hollywood. You'll know when you watch it. In fact, it's free on YouTube. Oh, and another one that not many people know about. It's from the 1980s. It's a nuclear war film, and it touches on the human drama rather than scientific facts all the time. And it stars a very young Kevin Costner, and it's called Testament. And it's about a tiny little town in America after San Francisco, the big city, gets nuked. And, well, all of America gets nuked. And it's this one poor woman. She knows her husband's died because he was in the city at work. And she lived in the suburbs. And she has to watch while all her children die of radiation poisoning. And, well, if you ain't crying by the end of that, do you even have a heart? As a mother now, watching that, I didn't really understand it so much when I was a teenager. I just watched it and thought, oh yeah, that was good, moved on. But watching it again as a mom, and it just made me think, oh, my children, no. Awful. There we are. Gosh, we've got a lot in this bag. Phew. I'm warm today. Yes, they were vaporized in the park. Jim will fix it. Clunk, click every trip, putting seatbelts on, and it's the age of the train. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah, they were vaporized in the park. They were going to a wedding, would you believe? Yeah, the Whopper, War Games. Matthew Broderick. He was in that, wasn't he? And they played a game. Total Thermal Nuclear War. Oh, that was such a good film. Was it Ali Sheedy was the girl that was in it? Yeah, if I can remember. Oh, that's proper 80s gold there in a movie. Teenagers playing with computer games that they shouldn't have been. And it does it through dial-up on internet. I mean, you know, and forgets and takes his phone off the hook to break the connection. And then when parents realise that they can't get any phone calls into the house, and they put the phone back on the hook, and then all of a sudden everything lights up at Cheyenne Mountain. Oh, the fear was real. The terror was real. And Joshua, perhaps it would be better to not play the game because nobody wins. Could somebody please get Donald Trump to see that movie and get him to shut up, please? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. Well, actually, a lot of them got it over head as well, didn't they, from falling masonry? Yeah, that one with the little lad, was it Michael? The mother's screaming frantically, Michael! And then next thing we see this kid like melting. Oh, scary. Okie dokie. You know, sorry, my other half sending me messages. We still have those early warning warning systems. We have them here in the valley. Do you remember when there were those massive floods? We're going back a few years. All across Britain. And they use the early warning system now as like a flood warning system. So if you're about to be inundated with loads and loads of water, they have the old air raid sirens to tell us that we're flooding. So yeah, I've heard them, and they still use them. Ooh-wee. Yes, we have that. Yeah, we have to, we've got river wardens, and it's their job to sound the alarm if the river goes above a certain level, and you can hear it blasting down the valley, and it's like, you know, you've got to get out. So it's a real thing. Who knew that the ones that we have to listen to tell us that the Russians are coming, the Russians are coming, is now the raindrops are coming, the raindrops. Mind you, it gives us a fighting chance are getting out the valley bottom before the floodwaters come raging through. Come on, lay still. Linen is a pain because it scrunches. And if it's been dried to within an inch of its life, you can't. I want to get a truly good finish, and it's hard to do that when it's bone dry. Blimey, I'm melting. Oh, dearie Lord. That was a difficult sleeve. Do you have anything like that where you're from? Do you have like a flood warning system? There. Sorry. And I do indeed love it's boiling. Oh, thank you. I'm just going to run next door and grab a really cold can of pop. Other lemonades are available, but I grabbed a 7-Up. Yeah. We have a grab and go bag, which is, you know, essential if you're going to be living in an area like we do. Oh. Perfection. The trick I've learned with cold fizzy pop is to sip the drink slowly so you don't swell up like a watermelon and explode. Oh yeah, that's a better sleeve. The other one was a bit more difficult to do. Yes, I'm happy with that. I'm about halfway down the first bag. So I could be here a good couple of hours. the bills and it keeps me off the streets. There we go. Another linen shirt. Oh, it's the day for linen, isn't it? Talking of melon, I have a honeydew one in the fridge, the yellow one that looks like a rugby ball. How do you know when they're ripe? Well, they smell very sweet, so you know that's when you've got a good ripe honeydew melon. And also, it'll be firm, but not too firm and not too squishy. It's that peak point that you want to get to. But oh, honeydew, you lucky devil. I haven't been food shopping yet. I'm going tomorrow. So today, pretty much, the fridge is a bit barren and we're going to be scavenging for food. Which is rather sad, but that's life. I've got to do a food shop list as well later. My darling? Yeah, no worry. Long ways, yeah, but yeah, now that's an easy way to do it. And the one I like is where you cut it into like chunks so that you've got like a little square, but with a long, yeah. So that's also a good one. Have you tried? I'm not sure how old you are, my darling, but have you tried a boozy version of it, where you drill a little hole and put in a funnel, and choice is yours what you want to put in. Some do rum, some do vodka, some do gin, but you just pour a little bit in, and it soaks into the fruit. And it's nice. Yeah. It's a real crowd pleaser at a party, that one. It just, you know, it's something I've done as a student all those years. Imagine me, one long time ago, I used to be a carefree student, and I was not married, and I didn't have kids, and I didn't know what a mortgage was. Happy days. Oh, they were happy days. I mean, not that I'm not saying that my life isn't happy now, that I've got a family and, you know, and all the rest of it, but I do look back on my youth with great fondness. who's coming back into the room for a chat. Okay, the patio is cleared and the pool is filling. Voddy Melon sounds... Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Voddy Melon, yes. Did you have the CND logo on your jacket as a student? I think most students did, love. Yes. Doc Martin. Oh, yeah. Now, yes, you are talking. Doc Martin boots. I used to have Eddie from... Oh, that rock group. The rock group I won't mention, but the character that they had called Eddie. Because if you mention them on here, you'll end up getting closed, you know, they'll ask you, because it's a copyright thing. And I won't, you know, so I won't mention the group, but they did have a little character called Eddie. And he was in the back of my denim jacket. Because I was a pure metalhead when I was younger. Still am, actually. I just look more like a refined housewife now. Can you believe I was a goth metalhead when I was younger? Everything, I wore black eyeliner, black hair, black fishnet, you know, black everything, my goodness me. And I always thought I was so edgy. I must have looked ridiculous to my parents. It's what I'm doing now and has the female form. Yes, and someone not married. We have to just get inventive, don't we, with how we describe things. Because we are real troopers, right? We don't run to the hills. Even if it is 5 minutes to midnight. Yes. I've just given you 3 of the songs. There we are, looking very good. Nice, nice, nice. Another linen shirt. Oh, they're really giving it me today. And Thomas, well, he did no more. I say to give us. Mm-hmm. I've just Googled him. Oh. Oh, yes. I shall listen to some of that later. Definitely. Well, I'm sat in the garden. Well, everybody around here thinks I'm strange anyway, so I might as well add to the illusions. Oh, wowzers. Oh. Whew. Yeah, I was a real metalhead anyway when I was younger. And I still am. You know, it's still here. I'm still me. You know, I still read my horror. I still do my apocalyptic stuff. I look a little bit tamer than what I did. Oh, I will. Yeah, I will, definitely. Because that, you see, that appeals to me. Because, you know, oh, come on, we've got to have a laugh about something. We could go to nuclear war at any moment. You know, we might be really reenacting Threads for real. The amount of things flying through the air at the moment en route to certain areas is breathtaking. Which is why we must find happiness in the mundane, in everything. You know, find joy. Even though I'm stood here in the heat ironing, and the joy I have is I'm talking to you guys, and it's lovely. You're helping me get through a torturous task, and it's lovely. It really is so nice to have your company. Oy. Yeah, we do. Yes, now, that would almost be like Radio 1, Summer at the Seaside, where they used to get DJs turning up and they'd do like like a Radio 1 DJ in the park. Gosh. Oh, this is warm. Oh. It's a difficult sleeve. Do you remember Swap Shop and the Phantom Pie Flinger? Chris Tarrant, anyway. I always used to like that one where you could win a cabbage. If you like, it's like a bit like a booby prize, and I always wanted to go on BBC Kids TV, just so I had a chance of winning some of them board games. It looks so good. In fact, I still play board games, especially with my kids. Oh my goodness me, we love board games. Lots of fun. And because we're a very competitive family. I would honestly say don't play Cold It with this family, right? Because we are so competitive, it's unreal. Oh, goodness me. I'm not going to pass out. I'm not going to faint. It's just warm today. Okay, what we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, we've done the first 10. Right, we've done the first 10. Just going to do this, and then we're going to go next door, and we're going to go through and pick some more clothes to go into the washing machine. Because, you know, on a boiling hot day, this is what you really want, isn't it? You want to go next door when we do it, yeah, and you want it to sort through laundry. It's the content you've come for, good quality. I think I might end up doing that. The only problem I worry is the heat from this and then affecting the wetness of the hat, and it'll be like a steam injury, you know. Like, have you ever been scalded by superheated steam? Pretty much what this iron is doing at the moment. And if I'm wet anywhere, it sort of like burns a little. So maybe after I finish the ironing, I'll probably do that. But it might be a little bit dangerous to try and do it while I'm ironing. God, will I be reenacting my own version of Final Destination? I'd be like melting on live on YouTube. There stands the fairy, alas she is no more. For what she thought was H2O was H2SO4. Hey, goodness me. Oh my goodness, I knew I had something to tell y'all. Exciting, exciting news. Oh yes, we got to 1,900 subscribers, everyone. Yay! And we got to 890 confirmed viewed watched hours. It might not seem a lot, but for a little channel like this, it's a mountain that we've just climbed. Come on. Sit. Kind of like Barbara Woodhouse. Sit. Oh, that was better. Oh, come on, you. Right, let's go shove the washing in. Let's go shove the washing in. Baron Nat, yes! I think I might remember those. Mind you, they might be under copyright, so I better not say the name. Oy. Oh, jeez, it's warm in here. Right way around. It helps to get it washed. is not fun. No, it is not fun. Alright. Okay, please go in here. Soap. We need soap powder. Small amounts, you don't need a lot. It only bungs your machine up, and never put fabric conditioner in neat because it will turn your machine drum black. Instead, take a small amount and dilute it with water, and then put it in your machine. That way you will protect your machine from breaking down and being absolutely awful and goat up. Hello, hello, hello. degrees, 110. Right, back. We've been on a field trip now. We've got to go back in the other room. I'll turn the lights off in there because, quite frankly, it helps. It keeps the heat down a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. Who have I not seen? Oh, what? Hang on, hang on, hang on. In a bowl of cold water. Yes, I am melting. Look, crack it. That was it. They are great prizes, but 3 cabbages or you drop your stuff. I know, I remember that. We play Cluedo all the time. Oh my goodness me. Yes, I do remember that. Oh my goodness me. Oh, well, thank you very much. I kind of remember them. Yes. Hello, hello. Am I? Oh, good. Yes, I do. I wish I was in a pool. Oh, of ice cold water, drinking champagne. Oh yes, I'm living a fantasy now. No, here I am, hotter than Satan's armpit, hiding in the bunker. Actually, my room where I work from is a bunker. I know, I am nuclear war ready, baby. What was that? Oh, stop bragging that you're in a pool. I'm jealous here. You're making me want to cry. I've just put another load of washing on. I must be insane wanting to do this now. I'm just waiting for the dryer to finish so I can run into the oh so hot room and throw more stuff in the dryer. I get the room even hotter. How my appliances are still talking to me is beyond me. Yes, I really do wish I was in that swimming pool. It's not fair. Yeah, I'd love to be hanging out with Space Nut, definitely. He's a cool dude. He's very, very good and very, very knowledgeable about lots of things computer-wise. And I have learned a whole lot recently about how things work, which is really rather awesome. I am going to break one of my cardinal rules. This stuff I got from France, and I can get it in this country now. But at the time, you couldn't get this in this country. And I am going to there. That should help. Because I was starting to feel my face slide off. It's ice cold in a can. To be fair, I'm surprised across the United Kingdom that we haven't had a brownout with our electric suppliers. Back next door, everybody. Back into Hades' department. Oh, good Lord. Oh, do you know, I'm surprised we haven't had one. I'm serious. I'm so flipping shocked that we haven't had a hosepipe ban and the threat of standpipes going up. Yeah, I did get a clever one. He's very clever. Oh, right. Board games I enjoy. Massive fan of Cluedo. Love it. Hangman, definitely. Mousetrap, love that. Any kind of card game. Yeah, definitely. Any kind of cards. Because I'm, taught the girls all they need to know about card games. Because I'm that extra kind of mama. So we like Cold It. Yeah, love Cold It. Some Monopoly. Looking at what else. Just any kind of card game, really. There's loads of like Tiddlywinks, love that. Do you remember the game Frustration, where you hit the thing in the middle? Do you remember Buckaroo? Yeah, I loved Buckaroo. That's a proper 1970s toy, that, isn't it? Oh yeah, Buckaroo, man. Jeans. Righto. Ludo, yes. Oh, right. Best Christmas gift. Let me think. Yeah, Ghost Castle. Do you remember that board game that had a castle and like 4 different sections, and if it landed on the skull, you had to put the skull in the top of the castle, and if it hit your character, you had to go right back to the beginning. It was so good. And Twister. I had Twister as well, which I thought was brilliant. Love that game. I know, this is such a 70s childhood thing, right? Honestly, we had such good games. I tell you what I am a little bit salty about, and I always will be, and bringing up 1970s and no Christmas present, right? What did I want? Every kid who had an Argos catalogue and a red felt tip pen went straight to find Mr. Frosty. And I circled that thing every flipping year. And every year my parents did not get me a Mr. Frosty. The rage. In fact, I don't know if I'm raging because it's boiling hot in here, or I'm raging because I didn't get me Mr. Frosty. And all I wanted as a little girl was a Mr. Frosty, and I never got one. I'm just going to have a moment. Hang on. I'll be fine in a minute. Yeah. I bet you got a Mr. Frosty, didn't you? Speak and spell. Etch a sketch. Oh, do you remember Major Morgan? Where you used to put the cards in and then you could like make it do things and it'd play a tune. I mean, proper basic now, right? I mean, you know, flipping out your phone makes more tunes than that. But it was a Major Morgan and I loved him. There we are. Pajama top. Yes, thought it might be. Oh, I had Bedtime Bear. Which one did you have? Was it Care-a-Lot that you had? Do you remember that really freaky one called Teddy Ruxpin? He used to read your stories. There was a cartoon of him. Ruxpin. I think it was Teddy Ruxpin. And as much as Cabbage Patch Dolls were lovely, I preferred the Garbage Pail Kids. Cabbage Patch Dolls scared them out of me. They were weird looking dolls. And people were going mad for them. You know, and buying all the accessories that went with them as well. I mean, you know, thank goodness in England we had something called Tiny Tears. You know, where you could give her a bottle and she'd wee. I mean, who didn't want a doll that could wee? Obviously, I was lining myself up for motherhood. Definitely. Do you remember Ragdolly Anna? With a bunch of paper roses and a big straw hat. Glowworms. Yeah. Although those they look like Gizmo. Right, yeah. Furbies. That's it, Furbies. Yeah, we had one, right, when they first came out in 90s. And I'd left it in front room. In fact, when I was a kid. And I'd forgotten all about it, and the cat went up and sniffed it, right? And I'm not joking. It opened its eyes up, it went, Danny Kawa! And the cat just took off on all four paws, shot straight up in the air, and landed on the coffee table. You know, that will live in my head rent-free for the rest of my life. I mean, obviously, the cat that we had, which his name was Bob, is no longer with us, bless him. But oh, that will live in my mind rent-free for the rest of my days. It was hilarious. Because of course Bob was always into everything that I was into, because Bob followed me around like a little shadow. And he was a gorgeous cat. In fact, hang on a minute. That is the only photograph I have of him. And that was when he was a kitten. And that was taken when I was 18. Isn't he cute? He's absolutely adorable. And it's the only photo I have of him, of Bob. And he sits with me on my desk, so I can see him every day. And remember, what a sweet little boy he truly was. That lives in my office on my desk. Glowworm. Yes. He was a sweetheart. He was a gorgeous little boy. He didn't grow very big. He was tiny all his life. We used to call him Baby Bob, because he was just really tiny and gorgeous and cute, and I loved him. He's been dead a very long time. Let me think. 20 odd years. Woo, long time. Yeah, a long time. I'm trying to remember the poem about glowworms. I'll remember it in a minute. I am a little glowworm. I am never glum. For how can you be unhappy when the sun shines out your bum? Yep, there you go. I remembered it. They were a big thing, weren't they? I mean, how absolutely scary do you need to make kids' toys? I've made you a nightlight, darlings. It'll protect you from all those nightmares. I present to you a glowworm. It looked as though it was an extra that they'd nicked off the set of Dune and said, there you go, kids. There's a sandworm for you. Now go to sleep and don't have nightmares. Meanwhile, you're laid in bed eyeballing this thing, thinking, please don't eat me, Mr. Glowworm, while I go to sleep at night. I'll be good. I won't have any nightmares. Mommy, glowworms just all the rage. Emily loved him so. Yeah, totally. Yep, you're getting the same vibes that I had with glowworms. Yeah. You know, I am getting over so many of my issues on this chat. This is awesome. It's therapy. Free therapy. We had all those other things that glowed in dark as well. All those really tiny figurines. Oh, dear me. Did we have some really weird stuff? You know, the 80s. 70s and 80s, great toys and scary toys. Do you remember the Jaws version of Buckaroo, where you had the head of Jaws and you had to take things out of the mouth with like fish hook things, and if you managed to not do it in time and the jaws had slammed shut, it got me every time. Oh, that was such a good game. It was the fish version of Buckaroo, basically. Here we are. So what were you planning on doing with your day then, other than hanging out here and watching me iron? Are you doing anything exciting? Have you been to the supermarket this morning? You want to know what a horror show is now? Going to the supermarket and realising that a loaf of bread's £2. That's enough to give you nightmares. How things have changed for us as we've gone into the realms of adulthood. No, none of the things that we learned in the 80s at school could set us up for the shock. I bet no wonder they wanted to give us calculators so we can run round supermarket totting food shop up before we get to till. We're so horrified with the cost of the groceries and everything else that we've forgotten how to spell igloo on our calculators. Yes, I remember that. Oh, Chekhov. And he had one crawling out of his ear. Oh, that makes me want to cry. That's made my toes curl, that has. First person who also get our scary times were for kids. Wasn't there a dentist? Yes! And he had to take the teeth out. Yes, I remember that. Oh, Operation. Hang on, Operation. Do you remember that? Oh. Hello. Yeah, I had Mousetrap and I had Operation. I mean, who didn't want Operation? Do you remember that really scary one, Feed the Clowns, with the really tiny hands, and you had to, it was a bit like Hungry Hippos, if you have that game. That was a really cool game. And it was Don't Feed the Clowns or Feed the Clowns. Anyway, it was ridiculously small hands. And you had to scoop, you had to get the two hands together and you had to scoop and like pop it into the mouth, and you only had like a minute or so to do that. Ah, that was a seriously messed up game. Those tiny hands, no, did not like that game. That gave me the chills. Manish, I saw you yesterday, my love. I'm glad you've come back. We're talking about the 1980s and toys that scared the ever-loving out of us. Do you remember that one where you could put, it looked like a ball and chain on your leg? I'm trying to think of it. It had like a hoop on it with a ball attached, and you could spin the thing on your ankle, and you had to spin it round and then jump over it. How many kids ended up with smashed ankles playing that game? And yet they gleefully sold it in the shops for $5. And parents were like, sign me up, I'll take one, thank you. Right, little Billy, you've got to strap this to your ankle and jump round on it, and woe betide you if you fall off. It will like swing ball but for ankle. You know, and if you break your ankle, that's it, that we are summer stuffed. Yeah. Ooh. Heat. Ah, it's starting to mess with my head. Right, let's see if I can get this to sit neatly. Don't think that's too bad. Yes, very happy with that. Okay, what we got left? Another dress. Okay, one more dress. Two more items, and they're all dresses. Okay, 3 more items and they're all dresses. And then we can say we've done this first bag. There's another one to come. Oy, ay. Oh, you're celebrating today. What are you celebrating? No, I don't do yoga when I'm doing the ironing. I might struggle. Ah, you see, you do remember it, don't you? Hungry Hippos was a really cool game. Yeah, we made her out. Yeah. And you had to bang the ball the other side of you and not hit yourself. Oh no, how did we think that were a game? It was more of a case of blooming torture. Where am I looking? No, the worst one was you got Christmas pajamas or a Christmas nightie. Annuals, yes. It is a reflection at light, I think. Okay, have a good time in class, Manish. Tell us all about it when you come back. It might have been a reflection. No, you got socks. And your granny always used to knit your scarf. But you know, I know we looked at it as though, oh God, what grandma knitted me a scarf. But you know what now? As an adult, I wish my grandma was still here, because she was an amazing knitter, and she always made us a Christmas jumper, and I'd love my grandma to make me a Christmas jumper. Oh, but yeah, that's a wave of nostalgia going over me, thinking about my grandmother. She made all my dollies clothing, and you know what? I wonder if I can get it. Hang on. No, it's buried. I'll have to try and do it another time. But I've still got my original dolly from when I was a little girl. And my granny made all the clothes for my dolly. And she knitted every single item. And it was gorgeous. And I love them. And I've still got that. Oh, it's making me pine for me nana. She were a lovely lady. She was a very supportive woman when my mum and dad went through a divorce. Oh, if you're a kid of the 80s, yeah, chances are your parents were getting divorced. It was just a thing back then. Do you know what it has made me though, as an adult? Right, really value marriage. It really has. I never ever wanted my kids to go through what I went through when I was growing up and I was a teenager. God no. Awful. Awful time really. Parents getting divorced. And so my grandma, she was kind of really cool. She ran around in shell suits. She was a proper gothic grand. You know, do you remember Super Gran? That was my grandma. She was flipping awesome and I loved her. And she used to take me horse riding and everything, which was really cool because at the time my parents were tearing the ever-loving out of each other. But no wonder they were giving me a blooming glowworm to go to bed at night. So I'd be shut up so they could be rowing in for a room. Oh, this is taking a dark turn, isn't it? Come on, let's get back to the light and happiness. Yes, dolly clothes, yeah, and we had real fire downstairs. Cindy, definitely Cindy, although I had a couple of Barbies, but I was more Cindy. And I'm sorry, but we had Ken for Barbie and we had Paul for Cindy. Or if you were like me, you had Action Man. Now, girls, I am saying this from my heart. Cindy preferred Action Man all the way. Yes, she did. Yeah, Super Gran. Yes. Yeah, Cindy knew where it was at. She was Action Man all the way. You know, she'd look at Paul and go, well, Paul, you're nice and all, but you ain't Action Man. I mean, even Barbie at this point was going, Ken, bring me Action. No, she probably had G.I. Joe. Oh, definitely. There's no question about it. I mean, she must have looked at Paul and thought, no. Bring me Action Man any day. Probably why I ended up marrying the guy I did. See, I had the same thing that Cindy had. I needed Action Man. Yeah, I'm back in a minute. We ran out of water and Betty was having a fit. My husband, my beloved, was in the Navy. In the Navy. Yeah, that type. Oh, sorry. Did I disappear? Sorry, I'm back. Yes, my husband was in the Navy. And like Cindy needed her Action Man. Well, Fairy needed her Action husband. So I married a Navy guy. And I'm all the better for it. Yes, he's grumpy. And he shouts. And everything's attention. I wouldn't be without him. Boy, has he seen life, my beloved? Has he seen life, or has he seen it? He's had a very interesting life. Oh, definitely. One more item, and then we've done this bag. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I'm lucky I'm still standing upright. There. Okay, one more piece to go. Right, this could be, come on, is this a maxi dress? Looks like it. Gracious. Oh, it's lovely. And it's easy to iron, even better. What's that, my darling? What was that? I had Action Man passed down. Action Man with Cinderella for sure, definitely. Hi, Paul. You're a bit of a Barney. I'm going with Action Man. He's a Fred here. Adverts were misleading though. When I threw Action Man out the window with the parachute didn't work and he face planted on the patio. Respect though, he survived the fall from the second floor, got up, he was a real man, he says that did not hurt. And when he went and threw him again. When you finish that, I'll go get some food. Been lovely hanging out with you. Yes, it has been with you as well. A lovely walk down memory lane. And that's a winner dress for this weather. Nice and flappy. Absolutely. It's a lovely dress. A really nice bit of material. I tell you, this lady is a snappy dresser. And it has been a true joy, my darling, to hang out with you. It really has. And I am going to, as soon as I've finished this and got it all tagged and bagged, I will be starting on the second bag and get that one out of the way. And then I will be done for the day. Won't that be nice? I get to go sit in the garden. Well, after I've backed up. I want to back the house while the kids are out. Gosh, this is nice. Lovely material. Red definitely is in vogue this year, don't you think? The amount of red that I have ironed recently. Lovely. It's been really nice. So it's very voluminous dress. Just need to do the side panel on this top bit. It's a very nice dress though. It just requires me taking a little bit of concentrations so I don't end up catching my end. There. How's that? I think that's a nice finish. Yeah. Is it a crossy? Oh, right. Crossover. Nice. Oh, that is nice. Right, so in that case then, I want corner to corner, like so, and flip like so, and straight there to there. Years and years of practice of doing this for my customers. There we go. Job's a good one. Just before you disappear on me though, do you remember a game called Nightmare? Wasn't that stunning? Perfect peak kids TV. Right, these are all the hangers that I didn't use because I have to try and get this into a car and I have to hang them from the sides, you know where the handles are? When you're in the back of the car and you look up and you've got those passenger handles hanging down. Well, I hang the laundry from those. Did I turn it off? Yes, I've turned the iron off. Hooray. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 items there. Right, all the hangers that I didn't use can all go in here. And we'll just pop that there. Okay, so we'll write down on here 5. Okay, how many here then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 items there. 14 add 5 is 19. We shall just do a quick invoice. Come on, wakey wakey. Sometimes it doesn't work as fast as I would like. Oh, I will get it right in a minute. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, you do in this weather. It's one of those that ends in a triangle at the hem. Yes, it is. Have a wonderful day yourself, my darling. I'll look up your account. Oh. Yes, well, I'm on normally during the day and during the day I can do 4-hour lives. It just depends how long I'm ironing for, sweetheart, really. But don't be a stranger. And I would look forward to seeing you on here. Yes, I would. Oh, thank you for saving me some melon. You're a superstar. Mwah. Have a great day. It's a Saturday. Go out and enjoy this weather. See you later, sweetheart. Hello. How are you doing?
All right. Is Mum here?
No, he's out